Hello and welcome to Shield's Rest. I'm True.
I'm Brown.
I'm Fry.
And I am Mendy.
And we're a group of friends and military members that absolutely love tabletop RPGs. And we're going to be playing our first session for Myths of Toldif. And this is going to be taking place in the Daggerheart system, so we're very excited for this. So I'm going to start off with setting the scene, and then we'll start to meet the players. Tensions rise between the Shield's Coast Alliance and the Hollows Empire. As trade deals sour, alliances break, and threats from within and without mount in ever-growing number. With politics and intrigue abound, in the wider world, Merlara, a small farming town, is starting to be affected as it grows in size each year. Some of the Merlara citizens seem largely oblivious to the problems of the nobles. We find one such Merlaran son, Darren Drain, preparing to go into town. Mendy, would you please describe your character and what he is up to on this sunny Freya's Day morning?
Yeah, so as you all look at Darren, he is a younger man, somewhere in the neighborhood of 18 and 19. He has shaggy, kind of unkempt dark hair on top of his scalp. He wears farmer's clothes 95% of the time, but like farmer's clothes that have kind of patches and patchwork over them to keep them working, and holes in his jeans, pair of kind of like calf-high boots, and a little leather bag that he keeps at his side. That's what he wears most of the time. But since he is making a trip into town, he's put on his finest farm gear, like farm wear that's not as tattered. It's kind of more clean. And what he's doing before he's heading into town, he's loading up the wagon on his family wagon that's strapped up to his farm mule named Heidi. Well, he just got done talking to his father, who went inside to grab a couple last provisions for the journey.
All right. So, Eric comes back out. All right. Well, you ready to go?
Yes, Dad. I'm ready to go.
Do you have everything?
Do we? I think so. I'm just bringing the staff. Heidi's all. She's all ready to go. Everything's packed, so. I think so.
All right.
I'm ready whenever you are.
You got your knife on you. You got your all your food, everything that you need.
And essentially, he kind of like checks his little leather sack that he keeps and checks in there. He finds a couple pieces of dry bread, a couple like wedges of cheese, and a couple like links of some form of dried meat. And strapped to his left side of his waist is his handy knife that he carries around. Not to harm anything, so to speak, but, to cut a string if he needs to on the farm.
Oh, of course.
Yes, Dad, I'm ready.
You see Eric kind of check his two bags real quick, sets them in the back. All right, well, let's head on in.
Okay.
You guys basically head off about a mile or two to get to town. So, in the meantime, we hear the sounds of lightning striking. It's a sunny day. It's a beautiful day. But yet we hear lightning striking from the middle of town. We then enter through a door of a very large, primarily solid stone building. And we hear the working of metal, lightning striking each and every single time the hammer hits. A dwarf and a dark dracona standing over a piece of armor from the looks of it, hammering away doing their job. So Fry, would you describe what your character looks like and what he is up to today?
Yeah, so Galvin is a rather tall, maybe 6'2", 6'3", Dracona. Somewhere between kind of silver and dark gray scales. Two horns that shoot back on top of his head, orange eyes that seem to glow really as he kind of looks around the forge. He wears very simple clothing while he's at work, maybe like a tattered tank, some dark worker's pants, sturdy material, hands, and kind of like a shin area wrapped in this cloth that he is pretty much his only form of protection that he wears while working. And yeah, just running away.
All right. Well, you two eventually reach a natural stopping point where Eckhart, your dwarven forge master, takes off his goggles, sets down the equipment, sets down the hammer, takes off his goggles. All right, lad. Well, I believe that's going to be it for the day, funny enough. I think today we've earned a good, solid rest. And seeing how as it's your very special day, and we don't really do a whole lot, generally speaking, we might as well enjoy it. But I do have one thing for you before you head out for the day. Go enjoy yourself. All the good things, right? And he goes over to his, basically where there's that large relief of the battle that's taking place between the dwarves and the elves and dragons and this large mountain in the background. There is a chest that sits just below that. And he opens the top, basically starts moving a few things around, pulls out a bundle, and it's kind of a hefty bundle. Totally leather wrapped sort of bundle here. Brings it over to the workbench, sets it down, and rolls it out. And you see a very familiar piece of tools. Basically a bunch of different tools here in this set. And they are this dark iron tool set that he has. It's like, well, lad, as far as I see it, this is kind of a very special age. At least it is in most dwarven cultures anyway. And I want you to have this. I figure you need your own set of tools.
Yeah. Kind of lightly grazes his hands over it, like almost afraid to touch it. Thank you. I don't have words, really. And he kind of picks up like the hammer.
Okay.
Gives it a good kind of like twirl around.
Twirling, it's going to be very tough for sure. It's fairly hefty. It's going to be something that you're going to have to get used to for sure. Like, you can feel the heft in your hand. And Eckhart kind of looks you like right in the eye, and lad, you're going to need to take care of these. These, although they are sturdy, they can break. So don't use them for everything. Use them for the particularly fine craft that you have to make. And you're going to have to take some tests. It's going to take some time to test it all out before you actually get good with it. To feel the weight in the hand.
We could start tonight.
We could. However, I feel like you need to go out on the town and enjoy yourself. I don't want there to be any work today. Besides, we have to run over and grab something special from a little favorite bakery of mine anyway. I feel like we need to head to Sweet Tooth's.
Of course. Thank you. And he pulls him in for a hug. For everything.
Of course, lad. Of course. And he like slightly pats you on the back, like this is awkward. What's this sudden emotion kind of moment?
And you just give him a good solid pat on the shoulder. We should go.
Aye, we should. And he'll wrap up the rest of the tools and set them off to the side. Closes the lid. Basically opens up all the doors on the bellows to kind of allow the heat to radiate out and diminish, and then basically grabs a bag and takes off his gear and his apron and sets it all down and starts to head out. Which now brings us to a little bakery shop where there's a hell of a lot of commotion going on. family, like these little goblins running around all through their little bakery. We got one individual, hair pulled back at the counter. We've got seemingly a mother of some kind that seems to be running in between the front counter and the back, trying to bring orders up. And then a father that comes downstairs and just starts, a little bit of yelling here and there, like, Razzie, what are you doing? Control yourself, God, son. And looks over to Hubbug here. If you want to, Mark, if you want to describe your character and what he's up to at the moment.
Yeah, and you see a goblin interacting with customers as the dad comes down to make the yell. He'll stop everything and turn to acknowledge his father. He does have kind of long shoulder-length hair pulled back into a ponytail. It's dark. Can't tell if it's greasy or if it's just got a sheen to it. It doesn't look totally filthy, but it does look like there's maybe some product in his hair. He's got a white shirt underneath with a chef's apron on, and he wears like a red tattered sash around his waist that he uses to clean his hands and wipe as he needs to. And then pants and boots to go along with the whole ensemble as he turns to look at his father.
All right. Well, he looks you in the eye and what are you standing there for? What are you gawking for? We got people. Come on. We gotta get the orders from the back. Let's go.
I'm helping the people, Dad. All right. Hold on. I'm coming to help you.
Hurry
Thank
up.
you, man. Have a good day.
She's
He
like,
just quickly helps the lady in front of him and then rushes to his dad.
Look, all right. I got word from Eckhart earlier today. It looks like he's coming through. So you know what he wants. Help your ma. See if she can't. Try and get what he wants. You know he likes the particular fruit. Come on. Help him out real quick. Get his order ready. He'll be here anytime now. I'm gonna help with the rest of these. All right? And then he walks out.
All right, hey, Ma, I'm getting the panna cotta ready. Hurry up! I start to grab it and prepare it and help out.
Grabbing the strawberries, grabbing the blueberries, all the things that you already know that Eckhart is gonna want to see on that thing. So, go ahead and let's go ahead and do our first roll of the night here, because let's find out how good this actually is. All right.
Every time you put me on the spot like this, I fuck it up.
We gotta find out if this tastes good or not.
Guess what? You can't critically fail though. You can't critically fail. It's okay. Actually, point of order, really quick. Sorry to kind of pause things a little bit. Just so you guys know, I am the first shirt for basically for this weekend and everything. So I do have the phone. So if I do get a call or a text or something, I'm going to be checking that. So just so you all are aware, it could happen.
Me and Galvin will just roast his sweets. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
just
keep going without
start the business up or whatever you guys are planning on doing, and while I handle things.
Just build it in Sims or something.
Yeah. So okay, now back to the originally planned game here. So go ahead and give me a finesse check here to try and get this made for him. Now this will incorporate your labor-born. Basically the community there, and then if well, I guess you don't really have an experience to add in here at the moment, but so go ahead and roll your 2d12, adding both together. Let me know which dice is higher, your hope or your fear, and go ahead and add that d6 for the advantage.
All right. I got my d12s and I got a d6. Let's see here. All right, that is a 14 with hope on the dice, plus 6, so 20 with hope on the dice, plus 2 finesse. 22 with hope, is that correct?
That is correct. That is excellent. Go ahead and take a hope. And
Well, it's gonna end bad.
Well, success with hope is good. So you're over there just basically putting it all together, making it, getting it ready. Galvin and Eckhart are now entering the bakery as you see Hubbug's dad behind the counter. Like, hey, one sec, he'll be right out. Go ahead and stand off to the side, and Hubbug will be right there for you. So, And Eckhart just kind of nods and kind of in anticipation. He's like, Doran, come on. Can you hurry up? We really do need this. We need to get back to the shop, of course. It's a special day, you know? And he's like, I know, I get it. Look, just wait a second. It's coming.
Hey, Dad, I need some help in here, Dad!
Oh, my God, my son. Useless without me. I'll be right back, okay? Just, I'll be right back. And he heads to the back.
Why are they always in a panic? They always know you want this.
Right, that's my thing. It's like, I don't know. You'd think they'd be on top of it by now. I come here like every Friday. Anywho.
Every day if you could.
Every day if I could, right. Otherwise, I'd probably be a lot larger than I am. And he pats his stomach a little bit. Looks around and just kind of waits, and then Mark, we'll go back to you here. Your dad's just like, what?
Dad, got it ready. Does it look all right? How's this? Got a nice little bow on it that's red, and look at this. Special day, remember?
What, you want a pat on the back? It looks great. Come on, let's go.
I'm just making sure it's good. It's a quality product. I want to make sure before I take it out there.
I swear to goodness,
I don't want to embarrass you, Dad. Come on.
If we waited for you to always think that something's good that you've been doing for, I don't know, however many years now, we'd never make any money.
All right.
Hurts the head. Let's go. Rushes you out. He's like, goblins, am I right? Oh, he's
hey, how you doing, Mr. Eckhart? I got your stuff right here. It's nice panna cotta, best one I ever made.
All right, well, let's see it. Oh, lad, it's beautiful. It's fucking great. I love it. I absolutely love it. Look,
it's for your boy.
Give your son a break, all right? Give your son a break. He's doing just fine. It's a grand job. I know, but if I don't pressure him, I mean, he'll never leave. He'll never do anything on his own, all right? So just got it. Okay.
Yeah, stop trying to get me to leave.
I need you to expand the business.
I gotta help you and Ma.
I gotta expand the business. How can I do that if you're sitting here? Eckhart's like,
use Edney. She's useless. Come on, look at her. Look what she's doing over there. Edney, come on. I start to walk over there to help her.
Look, she's studying. You leave her alone. You know she's the book smart. She's not gonna be doing this kind of thing. Leave her be. God. Right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And he basically sets the money on the counter. All right, Galvin. Let's have, unless you're wanting to stay for any reason, but you know, you can meet me back at the shop. But otherwise, let's head out of here.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Galvin.
Yeah.
We're gonna see you at the nightcap later.
Yeah.
We gotta celebrate. I know it's your special day. Come on, I'll be there. Just saying.
Yeah.
If I see you there, I'll buy you something nice.
Because you're there, I'll be there.
All right, cool. And bring that farm boy if he shows up.
All right.
Oh, Mark, I just gotta say, I'm absolutely loving the accent, brother. Like, that is primo. Okay, sorry. So now, it shouldn't be.
You're crushing it, dude. You're
Crushing, I love it.
Crushing.
It's so tough when you're starting off with a new accent, trying to do this kind of thing. So yeah, I love it. But let's go ahead and move on over to Darren here and his father Eric. You all are basically heading up this kind of smallish sort of smallish sort of ramp. It's kind of a longer ramp that kind of leads up the hill and into the town of Merlara. And that is where you all finally you guys get past the guard, and they wave at you. Hey, Eric. Hey, Darren. How you guys doing?
Okay.
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 Eric, what are you guys doing in town today? And he just kind of looks over and he's like, well, we thought we'd just come on up, be here for the day. There's not a whole lot to do now that we've harvested everything, so. And he's all right, that's fair. Well, you come on through, you know. Come back around sometime. We got to discuss. We need to catch up here. He's like, kind of gives him a look, and it's like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. He's just kind of nods like, all right. I'll be back around in an hour or so, and then
What?
the cart goes off.
What was all that?
Damned if I know. So, I'll have to
Okay.
gotta figure that bit
Well,
out. He never wants to talk for anything, so.
okay. Can we get some sweets?
You can. Look, you got your own money. Do with it as you please. I've got to go elsewhere. Make sure you get your bag though. Get your bag. Make sure that's with you.
I'll grab my bag. Do you have Heidi?
Yeah, I've got. Don't worry about it. I've got her.
Where do you want to meet up?
You know what? Meet me at the meet me at the nightcap. When the third bell rings, meet me there, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the night.
Okay, Father. Thank you.
And he lets you off as you grab your bag, start heading out. Where are you headed to?
That's a good question. I feel like, is there anything really happening like in the town at this moment? Like, are there any like vendors kind of outside? Is there like a decent like population? Because I'm not immediately going to Sweet Tooth. I'm kind of just like wandering around town, being in a town for the first time in like a little bit. Right there, Mark. Perfect.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks for you guys, so I get
Yeah.
that. There's not a whole lot happening at the moment. I mean, the vendors don't show up until literally tomorrow, so it is Freya's Day, which is basically Friday for just SA, and it is the ass end of October here within Toldif. So basically all your guys' harvest is totally done, brought in, all that good stuff. Most of it's sold off, and then the rest that you guys are going to keep is in storage. So that's all taken care of. The main things that you do know that are around town at the moment, pretty much everyone's probably working at this point in time. Not a whole lot of people get Friday kind of off or anything like that. So most people are working. There's not a whole lot of people on the street right now. And it is still, mid-morning now by the time that you arrive to Merlara.
Okay, I feel like what I would do, I would go try to find the blacksmith, as Darren's always kind of intrigued by the inside of it and likes weapons, even though he doesn't really carry one, but the knife. So
okay,
I feel like I'd go search for my good friend Galvin.
All right, so easy enough. So you guys, if anyone's looking at the map for Merlara on the screen here. Basically, you all entered from the right side here, from the left side, and headed pretty much all the way until you guys got to where the distribution guild is at on the far right gate, and then basically the hammer and scale where Galvin and Eckhart do their work is at the back blacksmith shop that's got the blue roof, and so they're kind of located there behind the the church for Sith. And so you head that way, and nobody's around. You check inside, you see the stone relief that you've seen almost hundreds of times now at this point, and there doesn't seem to be anyone there. The bellows have kind of let out a lot of the heat, and it's rather warm in here, I will say. You do catch a lot of that heat, but nobody around.
Do I see Galvin?
You do not. No one's around.
Okay, no one at all. All right.
No one at all. So, where do you go from here?
I guess I just walk outside and just go try to find like a small bite to eat.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm trying to hit like a lot of the places that I haven't been to in quite some time after, pretty much just eating like bread and stew and soup for the last days that I've been at the farm.
Of course, yeah. So then in that case, as you turn and you start to head off, probably towards Monzo Rosso, to try and get maybe some like hearty meat in your belly here, you do actually see a short-statured figure, a dwarf of some kind, and a Dracona heading your way, where they have a nice box that is colorfully decorated, heading your way.
Got a red bow on it.
Got a red bow on it.
Oh, hi, Galvin.
Oh, hey, Darren. I didn't know you'd be in town today.
Yeah, I asked my father kind of like what we're actually doing here, but he's kind of tight-lipped as he usually is, you know. I heard there like the town's kind of like no one's here. I stopped by the forge. You guys were gone, so I'm happy I ran into you. You know me, I'm not used to the, everything here, but it's good to see you.
So we ended a little early today, so.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
Oh, just and he points to the bond. Just picking up Sweet Tooth's.
How's old Hubbug doing?
The panicking as always.
Same as always, yeah. He just panics, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I really got nothing else to do. Do you guys need help with anything? Do you guys want to go like hang around? Like, what? I'm just.
Yeah. Did you want to check on my new tools?
Yes. I actually brought my knife this time. I always tend to forget it.
Oh, good. Maybe I can work on it a little, make it sharper.
It could use the sharpening.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
do
son,
it.
don't show off, all right? Look, do whichever you got to do, but don't show off. You should know better than that. Come on. And then he kind of waves you in.
He's
Sits,
like
basically
trying to hide excitement, but he's like waddling to the forge, dude. He's ready.
All right, so Eckhart heads into the main, basically living room area, and sets. Do we have a hot mic somewhere?
Ignore that.
Okay.
That was my phone.
So we've got basically he sets down the box of panna cotta and starts to grab some plates and everything and pull them out. Right, Darren, are you gonna be staying with us for a little bit?
I gotta go to the nightcap on the third bell.
Right, well that's
So
some time away.
I guess we have all day.
You've got all day. You're fine.
Yeah. That's really all I gotta do tonight.
All right.
Nightcap third bell. Yes.
All right. Well, that'll be in the evening here, so we got some time. So why don't you join us for a little penne cotta?
Oh, I'd love to.
Now, mind you, I don't normally share.
Understood.
All right. As long as it's understood.
Yes, sir.
Don't tell anyone.
Right.
No.
I'd hate to lose one farm boy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. I can see why. I mean,
Yeah, you don't want to see what happened to the last farm boy.
Oh.
And I just
What was his name?
Nod my head to the forge.
Well, his name is Steel Sword right now. All right. Because he got incorporated into a fucking weapon. So.
I think it's that one.
No, I sold the one that he's in. It's fine.
Okay.
You truly are a master.
Hey. I'd hate to have to show you the skills. I'm glad. I'm kidding. Go. And
Okay.
he basically starts like cutting it up and basically divvying some of it out. So.
Okay.
All right. So Hubbug, what are you up to right now?
You just see him over there, like sweetly next to his mother, kind of a different personality. He's like, "Yeah, that looks great, Ma. You're doing so great. Oh, I love you, Ma." He just kind of like hugging her a little bit, something.
She grabs you
giving
by
her
the
compliment.
cheek a little bit. It's like, oh, my son. Ah, I love you. Go. Look, don't tell your father, but just, I don't need you for the rest of the day. All right. Just go. It's fine.
Oh, Ma, you sure, Ma? I mean, you only got Edney here. Look at her. She's just reading.
Look,
the
I said
books.
go.
Come on.
Go. What did I say?
All right, Ma, fine.
You get
All
one
right, where
chance
am I
with the
gonna go,
sweetness,
Ma?
otherwise it's gone. It's called bittersweet. Go.
All right, nothing more said, Ma. I'm just gonna grab some stuff from the back real quick, and I'll be out of your hair.
I saw you wanted to go hang out with your friends. Go hang out with your friends.
All right, Ma. Thank you. I love you so much, Ma. Just give her a little kiss. I go to the back real quick.
You start to hear your dad kind of yell up from the cellar. And then they start kind of, it becomes a cacophony a little bit high-pitched cacophony going on as you're running out the back. Where are you headed?
I'm just running to the back to the supplies, grab a little bag, put some stuff in there,
Okay.
take it with me, put it on my hip there. And
Okay.
I'll walk out to the town, see what's going on.
Okay.
Probably nothing, right?
I mean, you pass by a few guards that are, that as you pass by, they kind of wave and give you a greeting, like, "Hey, Hellbug, how you doing?"
Hey, we're doing well. You should go check out the bakery. My mom's in there. I just saw her making the nicest cannoli. Looks real great.
He just puts his hand over his heart. "Oh, I don't think I can take another one. I
insist. You better go there.
Oh, all right. I'll tell her that you sent us. All right, I'll go. Okay, I'll go." And then the two of them
Get something
kinda,
nice for your wife while you're there.
"Look, I don't care. Look, she's fine. She's fine." He like heads off and with his buddy. All right, so where are you headed now? You
I
ran
think
out the
I'll
back.
probably go and I'll just look for these two, I guess.
Okay. So give me an instinct check real quick as you start trying to find them. So, what are the two of you
Checking
doing?
on how they're-
I'm gonna be sitting there, and then I'm gonna look up to Eckhart. Eckhart, are you setting up a tent tomorrow at Mercantivilla or no?
Well, I don't need to set up a tent. That's for the people from Valorana or coming down from Windcrest or even Arendune. No.
You guys never not to get everyone out and about. I mean, people are spending money there, from what I hear.
We're fine here, lad. But thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate
okay.
the idea.
I just figured. I mean, I think people would. I think you do well.
I believe I would too. However, I think I do just fine now. And it's a very to kind of describe the building to you, since you don't actually I haven't actually told you, Mendy, what this looks like, and pretty much to everybody else. With it being a mainly solid stone building here, it looks like a lot of it's been carved out by hand, and the forge in which he has created has been completely carved out, and it's still all solid stone here. Reinforced, obviously, solid stone can't handle the heat that these temperatures are getting to, but definitely encases a good portion of it. You do see a stone relief on the inside of the actual blacksmith shop, on the main wall there. There's one on either side, but on the side of the blacksmith shop, where they actually do their work, you've got this kind of war between dwarves and elves, and there's these two large dragons fighting in the sky, basically over this large battleground, and there's that kind of relief on the wall there. On the other side, where their actual living area is, just kind of separated by a curtain, not really a door, but just an actual curtain, there is another relief that basically has this large anvil and hammer, and it looks to be smaller dwarves that are around this anvil. Looks like it's a very sizable anvil, to the point where there's these different platforms and everything that kind of leads up to it, and they're all kind of separately working on pieces of it and positioning it almost. So it's a rather large affair, and it looks like it's almost like something for giants from the looks of things. So, but that's kind of the situation you have there. And then they have like a little kitchen, and then two beds on a wall, and then a table with two chairs. It's not very inviting to anybody but who lives here. So,
Gotcha.
but
So
he hands
how
you a
you been?
plate, and it's like, right, go ahead and eat up. And then
Thank you.
hands you get one, Galvin, and then he sits down at the table, and he starts chatting, basically digging in.
So,
Galvin, how you been?
oh, yeah, it's been good. Good work. Good. Been working a lot on a couple projects here and there. So,
It's really hot in here.
I
Is
think
it always?
actually we put the forge out, so it's all right. It feels pretty good.
Oh. Okay.
I could turn it on. Actually, it'd be great. But if it's too hot for you,
Oh no. I'm fine. Well, this is good.
yeah. How's the farm been?
Oh, I mean, just same old, just out there every day working, just me and Eric, just living life. There's nothing like, I mean, I know you like the heat from the forge, but there's nothing better than the sun just beaming on you all day and get that good sweat in. And
More just like a son.
mm-hmm.
A little.
Yes, I suppose so. It's just it's more condensed, I guess.
Yeah, but nothing like a hard day's work.
Yeah, no, I mean crops have been pretty good this year.
Good. I wish I could just grow metal out of the ground, but
I mean, I haven't tried that yet, but if you wanted to come by the farm one day, we could certainly try.
I'll bring my sword seeds.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now that it's not going to work, but we can still try.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so you guys are basically chatting away. Mark, what did you end up getting on that roll, by the way?
I got a 6 with hope.
6 with hope. Okay. It takes you a little bit. You start trying some of the more like communal places, and like about 30 to 45 minutes later, you realize they probably went back to the shop. I haven't even tried the shop. And then you start heading that way, and then eventually you run in, and you do still feel like this heat, even though there's no like fire going in the forge. Like you still feel the heat radiating, and then you hear them talking just past the curtain there.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Oh, it's hotter than Mork's balls in here.
Oh my God, that's what I was
Look at
saying,
the
and he said the
Look at
forge
the
is out.
Yo, you can't eat the panna cotta in something like this. It's too hot. Look at it. It's melting. All that hard work I did. Is there any panna cotta left?
he
Like,
looks
a
up
little
and he's
bit
like,
left.
right, I said I wasn't sharing. What? You share one time and then everybody comes barging in.
Ekar, I swear I didn't say anything.
I saw.
I didn't tell.
I
I didn't tell nobody. I swear, I was here this whole time. I was talking to Galvin.
Oh my God. Right, Hubba, come on. While we're in a sharing mood, come on.
Thanks for letting me in, Mr. Eckhart. You know, you're so nice. I really appreciate it. I sit down. Darren, what the hell are you doing? Look at the panna cotta. It's just literally dripping off your plate. You're supposed to eat it quickly.
This is my last bite.
Your last bite?
I can't.
Jesus Christ, look at what the hell's going on in here?
I was literally about to
forget about it. Forget about it.
No. I was literally about to eat it, and then you walked in, and then you were like, blah, 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 blah.
farm boys.
I ate the last
No,
bite.
you're ruining Galvin's special day, all right? Hey, Galvin, thank you for finding the farm boy. I'm so sorry he's messing this up for you.
Special
Oh,
day.
It's fine. It tastes great. Oh,
Today's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, Galvin, happy birthday. Is that what?
Thanks.
You can't blame the lad. He lives on the farm. Obviously, he's not going to remember these things or know these things.
I didn't bring a gift. I'll find you something. I got money. I'll find you something.
All right. Or I can make you something. That's like a
Okay.
gift for me.
You make
Yeah.
me something, I'll take something.
Yeah. What do you need?
I don't know actually. Maybe I'd like a new knife.
A hallowed axe.
Yeah.
I'd like a +3.
Maybe a new knife. This one here, it's obviously kind of worn. I mean, the handle, I've had to, redo the leather handle a few times. But maybe something just a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more durable.
Okay. Yeah. I think I can. I assume I probably have like a drawer of project practice weapons and knives and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, and some of them are super brittle. Some of them are too thick. They're ranging the spectrum of that I don't want to see again for a while. So yeah, you got several of those kind of old projects in the drawer.
I'll see. Maybe do a quick look to see if I can find one that's the closest to usable.
Okay.
That I might be able to patch up into something a little nicer.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, so you do find one that looks fairly usable. You may have to elongate it a bit because it was a little thicker than intended, but you should be able to do something with it.
Okay. Edgar, do you mind if I light up the forge just real quick, just for until the third bell?
What? I thought we weren't working today. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's truly like the best gift he can do.
And without hesitation, I just launch the fire breath into the forge.
Nice. Hell
And
yeah.
start working. Yeah.
All right. There's a knock at the actual main door of the living area, basically, and Eckhart goes, "Lads, go," and he goes and answers the door. And it's before you guys go through, you do see that it's a postman that seems to be handing over a weird sort of like letter. It's not the normal looking shape that you get, within the area. It looks like it came out of the region, sort of thing. And he takes and he looks it over. He's like, "Great, thank you," and he stuffs it into his kilt and basically sits back down at the table and starts eating again. All right, so you get it roaring, you get it up to the proper temperature. What's the plan?
All right. But you see that bellow there? I just and I give you the look. I need you to press that in and help me with the forge.
I do my best, but it looks like you always gotta look, so maybe you gotta let me know for sure.
I'll tap the tail on the ground.
Different than an oven.
Darren, as I go in, I want you to kind of tell me what do you want it to look like? Like if I'm making it the right the shape and thickness for you. I don't know what you need this for. Besides, I don't know what you use knives for, but
Yeah.
And then I'll go ahead and stick the knife into kind of the forge, let it get to that red hot, and then start kind of like working away, pounding away.
Okay.
Trying to get that edge nice and sharp and kind of lengthen it out a little bit. And just tell me when it's long enough.
All right, so go ahead and give me a finesse check here to do this. So this is going to be partially timing. It's going to be partially, what do you call it? It's going to be primarily timing, actually. So go ahead and give that, and then let's see.
I have advantage on that.
You do have advantage on it. And then let's see, do you have a particular experience you want to utilize here?
Oh yeah, I do have my Smith's Precision.
There we go. Let's do that. So if you want to spend the hope, go ahead and add a +2 to the final result.
Was that the look? I start pumping the billow.
No. A little bit sharper. Longer.
Actually, before you give the result, Mark, go ahead and give me a finesse check for your part of this.
That is 11 with fear.
11 with fear. Okay. All right, and then let's see here. So, Mendy, go ahead and give me a finesse check for your character as well as you're helping out.
13 with fear.
13 with fear. Oh my. All right, so you tap your tail and the billow doesn't go. And then he looks and goes, and then fucking does it. And then, poor timing. Same goes for Darren there. Poor timing on all of that. And so go ahead and actually subtract 2 from the overall total.
All right, so that is a total of 12 with fear.
12 with fear. All right.
We're crushing it.
No. I'm saying, but I can handle.
Looking at me.
I can work on the handle. You don't have to worry about the handle. I can do this.
And you pull it out, and
pumping it as hard as I can.
It becomes a little too long, a little too thin as you set it down, and you're trying to hammer away and try and get something usable out of it, and it just basically snaps in mid-go, and you get basically like 2 inches of actual steel, while the other 6 basically that you managed to get out of there just falls off and just crumbles to the ground and almost shatters.
Galvin, it's
What are you
perfect.
doing? What is that?
Thanks.
Eckhart looks through the curtain real quick, just.
And I'll pick up like the chipped off part and the handle. And I'll chuck it kind of like next to the forge. I'll get you one later.
I mean, we have the 3rd bell.
It's all right. We can try it again. Look, sometimes in the world of bacon, you gotta make a few, messed up ones first.
That's what Eric always says.
It's
I guess.
This time tell me, should I pump it hard, soft, a lot, a little bit, just once?
No,
Need
you
some
guys,
direction here.
You know,
you guys did fine. It was a bad. I need to start from scratch. That was the bad pile.
You know, Galvin,
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was good enough. I don't think it was proper enough. As your eyes start to narrow in, and realizing, no, I have to make this.
All right. I'm not starting with that thing though. I gotta get. And he starts like looking like for something like basically the block of metal
Yeah,
to start from scratch.
yeah. So you grab like a pretty much a full ingot at that point, and start basically getting it in there, starting to pull it apart, This is gonna take like at least a good couple of hours here as you start to pull it apart and start to get it shaped right, take what you need, so how big are we going for here?
There. Where do you need it? All right. That's a sword.
That's a short sword.
Have you guys seen the new girl clip where he's like, "Tell me when to stop." Really?
Let's go with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Can we hurry up? It's hard as hell in here. I'm like constantly wiping my.
We'll go with 8-inch. We'll go with the 8-incher.
Okay.
As long as it just curves a little bit to the left.
And then you're sweating my balls off.
As long as it curves a little bit to the left.
That's your cue, Hubbug. If the sweat starts getting there, that's when you need to hit the fan. That's when you hit the pillow.
So now, all the
Yeah.
time, I'm sweating quite a bit. I'm just gonna pump the hell out of this thing.
It's pretty hot.
Just count to 15.
15. All right.
All right.
I can
So
do that. I like counting.
so for Darren and Hubbub, go ahead and give me a secondary roll here. Finesse.
That's an 18 with fear.
Okay.
17 with hope.
17 with hope. All right. So, Hubbug, you get your timing down. You finally, you're starting to get it a little bit, so you get your timing down.
I do really well with clear instructions.
Yeah. Darren, you on the other hand, although you get it, you take a little bit of stress basically in the effort of doing so. So go ahead and mark 1 stress off there. As you
side eye you every time.
Yeah, you're sweating. You're dealing with this crap that you don't normally deal with. Like, what the hell? Like, you're soaked all over. It's not like working in the field where you get it in like primary areas. Like, it is. You're basically soaked everywhere at this point.
These are my nice clothes.
I was gonna say, did you put on the nice clothes for today?
They're not my nice clothes. They're like my nice
Still
Like,
your work clothes?
working set.
Lower middle class.
Okay,
Yeah. It's my nicest working set.
gotcha. It's your Friday set. Your set that you only wear one day out of the week.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so Fry, go ahead and take +2 to your roll with the advantage, and if you want to spend a hope, to add in your Smith's precision.
You hear Hubbug over there like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He gets to 15 and he blows it.
Crushed it, dude. That's a 34 with fear, but 34.
I mean,
Of course.
Okay. All right.
It was almost a crit. It was an 11 and a 12 and a 6 on the die.
Ooh,
Damn.
Yeah, it was like almost max.
that would have been awesome. Well, it's still pretty awesome, regardless of that fear. The consequence will be baked in later. So,
Baked in.
baked in.
What you did
Literally.
there.
Yeah. Little hubbub reference.
The Sweet Tooth Bakery is
This-
on fire now because
Yeah.
you built such a good knife.
Not even
Right to the
correlated. Oh man. So yeah, you pull that baby out and you start going to town. About an hour later, after you guys have been going through this, maybe an hour and a half, really. You basically get a good, solid, kind of. I don't know what kind of style of knife you're wanting to go for. It's more like a solid. It's a solid dagger, not really a knife. It's definitely
I
like a
imagine
dagger
it's-
size.
Yeah.
To kind of match what I view as like a dwarven style is it's more of a broader knife. Like it's made for like a beefier, not necessarily in the handle, but it's more for beefier work.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Darren really didn't need anything. He just really wanted to humor Galvin and his because he really wanted to do it. But I'm stoked nonetheless.
All right. So he still has some finishing to do and some work to do on this thing, but he's gotten the main body of it. He hasn't gone through and done the hill. Hasn't done all the things. He hasn't sharpened it down yet. So, do you plan on continuing to finish that off?
I'll probably, I kind of honor Eckert's, stopping at the third bell. So I'll work until the third bell,
Okay.
the three bell, and then if we finish it, great. If not, I will stop at that point.
All right. Well, it hits about kind of late, like the beginning of the afternoon, probably about what would be 1 o'clock here. And Eckhart comes in. He's like, "Boys, look, take a break. Look, I brought in a little bit of some food. I figure you all need some lunch. You all been working hard for whatever damn reason. Come on over." And
you, Eckhart.
basically waves you into the room. He seems to have found a couple of like stools, basically like boxes that he's going to use as stools to put around the table. And there's a big, kind of pot of stew, essentially, like meat, some vegetables, like potatoes and everything. He's got some bread off to the side, and basically kind of waves you through. He has some water sitting there for you. So he's got lunch planned out, ready to go as you guys eat through it. So heading back in, go ahead and give me one more finesse check. And this is going to be primarily just you here doing this. Because
Especially with I know that I did really good on it, so I'm satisfied at least with now, with the work I put in. So
yeah.
almost nonchalantly working on it. I'm not as zero focused in anymore.
Okay.
GM, could I add in I'm simply here to help experience? As I'm trying just so hardly not to get in the way at all. But if I see him slipping on anything, I'm there to if something starts to fall off the table, I'm there to put it on. I'm, just giving him encouragement too.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an instinct check.
Okay.
Because this is going to be based off of what you can see and what you're the way it all feels as it's transpiring here.
It's a 15 with hope.
15 with hope. All right, go ahead and take a hope. I would say that you definitely do succeed in this, and go ahead and do this at advantage.
Okay. Oh, him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me add the D6 because I rolled straight already. 3, so a total of 21 with hope.
Very nice. Go ahead and take that hope. So, yeah, you basically get it hilted, banded, all that good stuff. You get it. You grab the few scrap pieces of leather to kind of wrap around and get it nice and tight. Get the end of it hammered down and pinned in, so that thing's not going to go anywhere. It is pretty blocky. It looks like a dwarf made this thing. That is for sure. But sharpening it down, and it's beautifully sharp. No hilt, no scabbard at the moment, but you do have those pieces taken care of. So fairly solid dagger. A dwarven dagger at that.
And then I'm holding it, and I kind of show it off to the group as a whole. Like, yeah, what do you think?
It's perfect.
Yeah, that looks real nice. You're working like this every day. How the hell you do this? I'm sweating. Look at me.
Look at the smile on his face. He loves this.
This is great.
It's not for me, man, but yeah, that's a nice looking dagger.
I mean, you basically work around an oven. I thought it'd be like the same.
Yeah, it's like a standard.
It's like in a contained. It's in
I
like
hit
a
the
box.
pillows, it was like I was getting blasted with heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're used to like the windows being open and a nice breeze coming through, and you barely even feel the heat off of the oven.
Doing manual labor in here. I'm putting my whole weight on them billows. Look how small I am.
Say y'all could probably notice at this point, like the bandages he wears is mostly from not having caution with the work. You see a lot of burn scrapes, cuts, and just lets that go right by.
Hell yeah.
Nothing wrong with you.
Oh, right. I made this for you. I don't have a cover for it yet, but
No, Goblin, that's perfect.
thanks for.
I can make the cover. I like leather working.
Right.
Thank you. I'll show it to you when I'm done, and then you can finally see your finished work.
Absolutely.
Well, what do we want to do now? Shall we go outside and feel the breeze?
I guess, yeah.
Definitely need to go somewhere a little cooler.
I was
Make
gonna
sure you
say.
finish all your food, though. Look at that. My mom says you gotta eat all your food. If you don't, then you're wasting it. If you don't want it, I can eat it.
No, I'll fucking slam it.
Mr. Eckhart was real nice to buy us this, and you're sitting here you don't eat the panna cotta, you don't eat what you doing?
I ate the panna cotta. I ate it before you got
Dude,
here.
I'm talking to this guy. Look at him.
You saw me finish it. I literally ate it in front of you.
You know, when you work the you gotta learn to eat quickly.
Yes,
You took a little bit of time with it. It's kind of disrespectful. Look at Mr. Eckhart. He spent his hard-working money. You gonna pay him for that?
I finished eating my food.
Good.
What are you gonna do with that dagger anyway?
I truly don't know.
Wrap it up or something. Don't be stabbing yourself while we're walking through the town.
I'm not gonna stab myself. You don't think I know how to use a knife?
Here, I've got some wraps.
Thanks. Is it just like your bandage wraps, like what you put over your burnt skin?
Pretty much, yeah.
Start covering it just for the time.
It's like kind of like the gauze wrap, like thicker. It's definitely thicker. It's not just like cloth or anything.
Yeah, I cover it up.
All right.
I said it. I put it in my leather bag, but it's probably just like a little bit too big to fit perfectly, so it's like kind of just sticking out awkwardly.
Yeah, it's pretty full in there anyway. So let's face it, it is an exposed knife at the moment. So, well, semi anyway. But okay, cool. So what's the plan here? There's plenty of things to do around town. It's gotten into the late afternoon, starting to crest over to evening, around about when the bell should be ringing here.
Well, I mean, it's Galvin's birthday. Should we go get a head start at the nightcap?
Yeah, I mean, there's no better place to start or end the night.
And Eckhart kind of pokes his head out. Lad, do you mind? Come here really quick, if you don't mind. I've got something for you.
Yeah.
And he seems to have like a letter in his hand. And he's like, "Oh, we got another one," and hands it to you.
Okay. Guys, I'll meet you outside. Give me a minute.
So anyway, Hubbug, I think we could maybe go to a Azenda. Wine. We could go to Brews. I don't know what.
Hey, my mom gave me the night off, and my dad's probably gonna be pissed off, but it's fine. So I might as well enjoy it.
It's gonna be fine. I mean,
I will say though, if you don't mind, can we take the long way around? I want to go to the, the Alcanto del Forno, see how they're doing over there.
What are you gonna do? You gonna sabotage? You gonna try to
No,
sabotage them?
do that. Come on, man. I just want to see if they're busy.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Busy.
We
We
can
need
go.
to kind of keep awareness.
All right. We'll just wait for Galvin here.
All right. So do you end up basically opening it and reading it?
Yeah, I'll go sit on my little bed and then just like sit on it like cross-legged and like read it. Yeah.
Eckhart kind of like steps out and heads out the main door that leads generally into the living room from the outside instead of going through the shop there. So you open it up and you start to read it, and it's still something. It's something that you can read. It is done in the at least the main Dracona language that you understand, and you can see the different characters that are on there. And basically, what you get from this is that your parents are like, "Oh, hey, another birthday's passed. I wish we could be there. I hope you're doing well. We should be there. We should be coming around, and hopefully this year we should be by. Looking forward to seeing you within the new year." And it kind of reads like that, and it feels a little vague, like it's maybe within the new year kind of thing is what you're getting from this. You're getting no specifics or anything like that. Essentially, it doesn't feel like there's anything of substance here. It's just like a hey, how are you doing, and like a pen pal that you never met before is what you're kind of getting right now. So
yeah, I'll probably read it like 2 or 3 times. There's always that like the spark of hope that it's like, oh, we're gonna be there, but then not like severely disappointed, but more like okay, it's still nice to hear from them. And then I'll I imagine I have like maybe like a leather bound something, and I like add it into there and tie it off.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Then,
Eckhart comes back in. Lad, one of the lads from the guard asked me to come by came by and asked me to let you know that if you're still interested in joining, they've got a few openings and wouldn't mind. I don't know if you've been thinking about that or not, but he came by.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah. I think I don't know. I really like the Forge, but maybe a chance to like, I don't know, do something new.
I completely understand. I mean, you kind of have to start doing something. And I believe I already own the business on this one, so I don't see it competing yet. But
I don't think I'm ready to open one here, but
right. We've got to figure out what your plans are. You are getting on in age, so. But I will say, if you're interested in that sort of thing, you may want to check with the church on the other side of town. They might be able to. They might have something. I hear that they're recruiting for some reason or another. I guess one of the main chaplains there got attacked, and I guess they're starting to recruit a little bit here and there. You may want to check in on that. Assuming that you are actually interested in that sort of work and don't want to necessarily do guard duty.
No, I'll keep my options open. But yeah, I think I'll check in with them.
All right. Well, I think the lads are waiting outside. You've been in here long enough. Go.
And he'll give him just like the emotional hug earlier was definitely out of character, but he gives him the kind of like the gripped handshake.
Yeah.
And gives him a quick pat on the shoulder.
Right. He gets you on the shoulder and then pats you on the back as you head out.
Look, Hubbug, I'm not saying that their crustadas are the best. I'm just saying that Cara Marino is beautiful. That's all I'm saying. She's beautiful. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not saying they're the better bakery. I'm just saying they have a beautiful daughter.
You know what? She's kind of hot, but it's not the point.
She is, but I'm just saying. Okay, we can take the long way. I'm just saying, like, All right.
I'm not going there to look at her, man. You can have her. I'm just going to check on the operations. You know, I'd like to see if they're not doing so well.
Okay, I'm with you. Oh, hey, Galvin.
Oh, are we going to the Canto again?
Yeah.
Why are you saying again? I don't go there that often.
Yeah. The car is really nice.
That's what I've been trying to say. I mean, he thinks I'm sitting here talking about how the bakery is better than theirs. I'm just saying,
He said the
cars
crostadas are better than the panna cotta, but
I did not say
no
that.
wonder it's melting in there. It tastes like crap.
I just want to get a look at cars. That's all I'm saying.
You guys are letting it melt and eating and talking about how their stuff's better. You're crazy.
Hey, you know.
It's like eating ice cream outside. What the hell's wrong with you?
Hey, I didn't even know what was going on. Eckhart said he doesn't share, but
You know, Eckhart knows you're the best bakery in town.
we all do.
Listen, my family's got a big day coming up, all right? You don't need to keep talking about it. My mom let me off of work. I don't want to talk about work. I just want to go by the bakery real quick on the way. That's all I'm asking. We're not stopping in there.
We'll walk by.
Oh, wait, we're not stopping in there.
I
You
would
can stop in there if you want, but I'm not going in there. I just want to keep eyes on the place.
Okay. Let's just go. Let's just go.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
gotta get out of this forge.
So you guys head to El
Need a jacket.
Canto del Forno, and taking the long way around to get there. It's on the other side. It's pretty much right by what do you call it? Basically the statue, this large statue that has Jingham, the depiction of Jingham just outside of there. And how are you guys going about this exactly? Like, where are you guys getting to? Like, how close are you getting to? So the bakery is that purple roof to the right.
Look at this place. They got the better location. They got the statue here. It's looking real nice. No wonder people won't come here. Is it kind of busy? Like, is there people going in and out a lot? How's the traffic?
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty busy. Because everyone's like getting off work now. Everyone's like shutting down for the day. Everyone's coming in, grabbing what they need for the night/morning. Yeah, it's busy right now. And you actually see. So where are you guys situated at? Would you say you're more like on the left of
the nightcap? We're just kind of going the long way to the nightcap, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going. So are you going by their bakery or no? Because
Yeah,
the
we're going-
nightcap is on the far right side. It's got it's basically behind where the Sweet Tooths is, which is that kind of orange roof, in front of the what do you call it? The distribution guilds area, the Toldif traders area, and that's that right corner on the right side of the gate, basically. If that makes sense, if you
Okay.
guys can see that.
Yeah, then I guess we're coming up through the bottom part, walking through that path.
Okay, heading up that way. Go. So you do see the line and everything, and it looks like there's some people like on the basically that the other side of the street.
Is there a line, or are people like efficiently going in and out, or is there like some waiting?
It's a little bit of efficiency with a bit of a line starting to stack up, but people seem to be moving through it. And you see like you see Eric go through there, so you see Darren's father go through and gets in the line and he
Hey,
grabs.
was that your dad? Was that your dad? What the hell's your dad doing in there?
I don't know. I asked him why we were coming here, and he was kind of short with me. I don't truly know. He might have a business deal or something. I'll ask him. I'll let him know. The Sweet Tooth Bakery.
Business deal? You should be making business with my family. Look at
I'll-
it. You're talking crap about him, and now your dad's going there.
I'll let him-
Eckhart would never go in there.
I'll
Thank
let
you. That's so nice. Your dad kind of a jerk.
I'll let him know. I'll let him know. I promise.
Listen, give me a moment, all right? Just wait a second. I step to the person like it's in the back of the line, like kind of waiting.
Yeah.
There's someone I can get their attention.
Yeah. It looks behind. Oh, Hubbub, what are you doing in line here? Doesn't your family have a bakery?
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not in line. Look, I'm not trying to bother you. It looks like you've been waiting quite a while. You know, my family, they're working real hard. I just made a couple panna cottas, best ones I ever made. If you want to go over there, there's no wait.
I'm not here for panna cottas. I'm here to get a nice baguette.
You know, we got some baguettes over there too. I'm just saying, get a nice panna cotta, go with your dinner and a little dessert.
This is
It's
right next
fine.
to my home, though. Like, it's easier here. It's more convenient.
It's worth the wait. Look, tell my mom I sent you. They give you a discount. If you don't want to go, that's fine. I'm just, you know.
Go ahead and give me a presence check.
Ooh, it's 2-5. Is that a crit or no?
Yeah, that's a critical
Presence
success.
Is 0. Presence is 0.
Doesn't even matter. Critical success just automatically you win basically, and you clear stress and you gain a hope. So she's like, okay, yeah. You know what? You've convinced me, Hubbug. I absolutely will. All right, well, I'll see you later. Thanks. And she's like,
So
hey.
sweet. You know, if you keep coming back, we'd love to see you. Your family's our family.
She just feels so good, and it almost feels like you now have her business no matter what. And she runs off, and she heads down the main thoroughfare there.
See that, Darren? Another satisfied customer. They weren't even in our establishment yet. Your dad's going in and out. I'm right here.
I don't know what he's doing. You know my father. He's a man of few words. I don't know what he's doing.
That was an incredible display of oration.
That was. It truly was.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
You know, that's all it wants. Just a little
You
bit
get
of
a slow
compliment.
clap.
Give me the credit.
Yeah.
Give me the credit where it's due.
You get a slow clap from one of the guys that seems to be flanked by about 5 other dudes. Very nice indeed. I fully get your business model. I love it. However, do that again, and I'm gonna have to kick your ass.
Do I know who this is?
You have seen this individual every now and again. You're realizing that, these guys have finally been hired on by somebody, and it just so happens to be by the Moreno family.
Hey, listen, you can tell the family I was just helping them out, all right? If they get a line, it looks like they're not efficient. I'm helping them by taking the last little pickings, send them on their way. It makes it look like you're really busy and efficient.
No.
Did you a favor?
That's not okay with us, all right? I'm going to need you to follow me. And then they start to kind of surround you, and basically 2 of the guys go to grab your arms.
I get in there. I get in there immediately, and I start pulling.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on the shoulder of the guy talking. Like, hey,
get the fuck out of here! Where's Nico? Where's Nico?
All right, I can go with them. I'm not scared of them. They're not gonna touch me. My family.
For Galvin, for you, Galvin, the dude that you put the hand of basically the hand on the shoulder of turns and just tries to pop one at you here.
That's fair.
Oh,
guys, we can't be starting a street fight. They're gonna wreck.
You all have had a critical success. I've had a critical success. All right.
I love that for me.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I'll tell you what.
Can't be starting a street fight here. My family's gonna know about it. It's gonna look bad.
All right, you take 1, 2.
Let them talk this shit, and we can leave.
You take 7 points of damage as the elbow comes and cracks you right square on the nostril there.
I think we established that's a minor for me.
Yes, that is a minor for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Hubba, get out of here. We'll handle this. I don't want you to get in trouble. Your father be pissed. Go. Get out of here.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to leave.
Okay, go ahead and give me a contested, let's see here. Let's go ahead and go with a strength roll here. It'll be contested with the other 2 gentlemen that have you caught up.
Damn, that won't work. That's 14. Strength is 0. 14 with hope.
Go ahead and take a hope. You manage to basically strong arm your way out of their grip, both individuals, as you start booking it. And then they start running after.
As he breaks free and runs, I want to try, and I'll take it with a stress or just whatever. I'm gonna try and just grab both and at least hold him back so he has time to
So the dude basically that smacked you in the face is kind of put you off, and he's kind of in between your ability to get there. Now you can try and go around and do so.
Yeah, I'm trying to at least take one of them out myself.
Well, you got 3 others, so it's 6 of them right now that are right here.
Oh, it's 6.
It's 6. So there's 1 guy and then 4 or 5 other dudes. They seem like a little bit weaker, you know, but you got the one dude that's very much so in charge of them.
Gotcha. I guess I'll just address like the guy in charge.
Okay.
Look, he's don't mind him. All right, I'll talk to him. But he gets a little caught away every now and then.
Well, he's gonna go ahead and get caught. Lads are already after him. I'm not even worried about it. You know what? You three, stay with me. Those two can get him. They're fine.
Look, what we gotta do to just make this...
How about you
peaceful?
back
We
off,
gotta-
or we have to toss you like we're about to toss him, huh?
I just headbutt him.
Okay, go for the headbutt.
I don't know, guys. You should have just let them take me. I can talk my way out of anything. I can't lose the accent now.
Oh, because I don't have a... What's the roll for it then? Since I don't have a
This is gonna be straight strength here.
strength, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom's gonna be pissed.
That's a 15.
Why they don't let me take the day off?
15 with hope. Go ahead and take the hope, and that is a successful attack. Go ahead and roll damage. This is going to be D4 equal to your proficiency, which should be at just a nice, beautiful 1. So 1d4, and I'm going to say plus your strength modifier here.
Alright, so that'll be 4 total.
4 total, okay. All right. So nice minor wound to him. The other... So, Darren, what are you up to?
I'm just gonna try to like shove one over, like kind of put my foot behind like their legs and just
Okay.
like shove one of the two that they said to leave behind.
Gotcha. So go ahead and give me a roll, adding in your strength modifier here.
That's a critical success.
Is it?
Double force.
Fantastic. I love it. So,
Force.
all right. So go ahead and roll the D4. So it'll be 1d4 plus your strength modifier.
Total of 3.
Total of 3 plus the full d4 because you had a critical success. Go ahead and clear stress and gain a hope, by the way, for that critical. So as you do so, you knock them down and they basically crack their head against the pavement there. And he seems to be kind of out at this moment in time. He's not getting up right now. So that's one down. You got two others and plus the main guy there. Okay. So with that, he goes ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and spend a fear here to activate the crew. And then I'm going to do another fear. Oh, let's see here.
Not the crew.
Yeah, the crew.
The crew.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. That's a 13, 14, 15. So does a 15 hit, Galvin?
I believe so, because I don't think we have...
I think that should hit all of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we have a lot of evasion here to work with. So he comes through and he headbutts you right back as he goes back and he's like right, and then just smashes your face in. Let's see here. I don't know why I ever put my d4s away like that. Jeez. That's gonna be 6, 7, 8 points of bludgeoning damage that come through. Sorry, physical damage. This isn't D&D.
Nope.
So you take up probably what? Another minor wound?
No minor, yeah.
Okay. So, okay, cool. And then the other two, he's like, right, lads, get him. And they come through with their attacks. They're going to actually go after you there, Darren. That is, ooh, okay, so that is a 17 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
Wow, and an 18 to hit with the, okay, I'm on a fucking roll tonight. Let's see here. So as they come through and they're just starting to wail in on you, they do 6 points of, sorry, one does 3 points of bludgeoning damage, or physical damage, the other one does another 3. So that would be 2 different hits on you there.
Jim, have we talked about, like, am I wearing any armor? I'm just wearing normal ass clothes.
You're wearing normal ass clothes, and
Yeah.
I'm going to say that it's, we can say with the normal clothes that we're just going to call it an armor score of 2.
Okay, sweet. Yeah,
What's your minor damage anyway?
0. My
Oh,
shit's
sorry,
fucked
major,
up.
major.
Oh, major is 1
Is-
on this.
Is 1. Okay, yep. That's correct. That's a tough day right there. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead. So
I will obviously use one of the 2 armor slots to make sure I don't get completely knocked out.
yeah.
in one turn.
Well, you should have your 6 armor slots,
Yeah,
but it's 2 only.
yeah.
As far as the value is concerned. So, okay,
Because
cool.
they both would have been major, so I'm gonna use both to knock those down to 1. So I take 2.
Okay. Good stuff. All right, so who is taking this next? Fry, what's Galvin up to here?
I think at this point he's trying to kind of draw them away from a crowd. So he's gonna try and like not run away,
Mm-hmm.
but try and like step back basically.
Okay. All right.
And
So stepping back, you've put a good amount of distance. You can get up to basically close range. So it goes melee range, short, very close range, and then you get far and very far.
and then he'll, so I guess like the close range, then just like a couple feet back, and then he'll kind of like plant his feet and just like kind of go into almost like a grappler's stance and just like wait for him to come at him.
Okay. Now, Hubbug, you got these 2 guys on your freaking tail right now. What are you doing? How are you going about this?
I'm just trying to run around alleys and through buildings, like cut corners real sharp, trying to like break their line of sight, but I'll be shit talking them the whole time.
Okay, yeah. Give me a finesse check to kind of dodge and weave your way through everything.
That is 9 plus 3, that is 12 plus 2, 14 with hope.
14 with hope. Okay. You do so very successfully. Dodge and weave through all that. They...
Guys, stop chasing me, come on, I'm just trying to... Listen, we can talk it out, I said I was sorry.
And one of them yells from the back, "Not good enough! Get back here!" And they're right on your tail right now. They're probably within close range at the moment. So they're within that, like within 8 feet, 10 feet of you. So, all right. Now, gentlemen, let's see here. So you step back and get into that grappling stance. He runs in, and he looks like he's going to go for like a nice flying kick kind of situation. And that is going to be a 9 to hit.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I think mine. Just make sure I'm tracking it. What was the math we were doing for the evasion?
It was going to be 8 plus your what do you call it? Your agility.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so mine is 8.
Okay.
So yes, that is.
Gotcha. So yours is 8. Cool. So he hits at that point with that solid kick. Gets you square in the chest. And you absorb it pretty well. Like you've been dealing with a lot of heat. Like your body has built up a good thick layer there. So you only take 4 points of damage.
Okay, and then would I have armor outside of the 2? I guess since I'm just wearing clothes.
Not really.
Okay.
You're pretty much just wearing your normal garb there, so it's not really doing a ton for you. But between the thickness of your skin and all that, that's about as good as it gets.
Okay, and you said it was 5 damage?
Yeah. Sorry, no, 4. 4 damage.
4. Okay, so I'll burn 2 slots in to make that 0.
Okay.
And then can I, since I kind of prep for it, basically as he kicks me, just try and grab and like flip him to the ground?
Absolutely, you can. So go ahead and roll for that.
Forgive me, Jim. I thought it was 10 plus our agility.
We're going with 8 plus your agility right now.
Okay.
All right, so that's
Now
just
I'm worried.
nine.
Now I'm dead.
10's a little high. Sorry.
Yeah. And then can I, since I'm doing this to kind of protect Hubbug, use my Heart of the Forge experience?
I like it. Yeah. Go ahead and do so.
Even with that, it was a 9 with hope.
A 9 with hope. take your hope. But you don't succeed, unfortunately. You try to, but it's like your hands slip. Don't know if they're just too dirty. Don't know if the boots were just too slick. Whatever, slip, and he basically lands on his 2 feet right in front of you. Yeah, unfortunate as hell.
There.
All right, so Darren, what are you up to? You got 2.
I'm gonna run. Yeah, I got 2 in front of me. I'm gonna also kind of like back up and try to lead them away from the crowd. How far away am I from Galvin?
You're probably only about 8-9 feet at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna try to like go like right next to him so that we're kind of like tag teaming these guys.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go for a simple like left hook to the guy that tried to knee him as the 2 are chasing me.
Hell yeah.
13 with hope.
13 with hope. That does succeed. Go ahead and roll your damage here.
All right, so it's D4. Is it plus strength here? Are we doing that, or is it just straight
strength,
D4? Okay, so that's 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. You get a solid left hook on him, and it just basically it connects really well, and he drops to the ground as well. He just is down on the ground, not bleeding or anything, but you hit pretty square on the jaw there.
Guys! I think it's fine. We're fine. We don't need to continue this fight.
Take your guy and leave.
Just get out of here.
Right. It's
You're never
fine.
gonna catch up anyway.
It's fine if you leave right now. All right. This whole
We'll get out of here. Just fucking leave us alone.
Then go. Fucking go. And if we see your buddy again, tell him we're gonna kick his ass. All right?
You won't be doing that.
Let's just,
Try
I
me.
just grab Darren and I just walk him away.
All right.
Guys.
So
I
Hubbub,
know, dude.
go ahead and give me another another finesse check as you start dodging and weaving and trying to get out of there. Are you trying to like full on keep running, or are you going to turn on him and just try taking him down?
Well, I'd like to ask if either the Carne di Merlara or the Bagno di Merlara, are those anywhere near this corner of where we're at?
So, no, the Carne di Merlara is going to be near the Mercante Street down in the bottom left of the Merlara map. And then the Bagno is going to be at the top left of the map for Merlara. So, and you start heading more like around and, like basically back to your bakery and then cutting in. So you're kind of dodging and weaving, heading in a more northerly direction.
Yeah, I think I'd in that case, if those aren't close, then I would want to stay somewhat close to where the other 2 were.
You can try and
the other
circle back
bakery.
around, kind of
I
thing.
don't want to take this commotion to my bakery, so I'm just staying in that area and trying to like circle back with them, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, finesse check. You
Yep.
want?
Give me a finesse check here, and then I'll roll
What is
for
it?
them as they're
10 plus
chasing.
10 plus 9, 19 plus 2, 21 with hope.
21 with hope. Very nice. Yeah, you're starting to get further and further away from them at this point, as they're
I'll
not
keep talking
doing.
like, hey, we can stop. Stop chasing me. We can just talk.
We can't do that. And they keep chasing you, but they're starting to get like caught up, like, hey, move! Trying to push people out of the way as you've been moving through pretty well. Some of them like skid and hit the wall as you kind of adeptly, quickly turn and keep moving. You're not even like, you're able to turn on your feet really easily through these streets. They're not as adept at it. So, all right, let's do one more here if you're gonna keep that running. So give me one more finesse check here, and then we'll see how this all ends.
That's a 9 plus 2, 11 with fear.
11 with fear. Okay. Yeah. So you end up sliding and skidding and basically getting off your feet. You manage to recover well enough, but they're still on your heels. But as you slide, you do see Galvin and Darren right there. Galvin and Darren, you see Hubbub just slide right in front of you. It's like, oh hey, you get kind of moment, and then you hear the shouts down the corridor. Right, get back here!
Let's make it for the nightcap.
Listen, I just told them I wanted to talk, but they're not going to stop chasing me.
Yeah, they are not the talking kind. Let's just go.
So you guys start running?
Yeah, we'll start running to the nightcap.
Okay. Give me finesse checks, guys, and let's see what happens here.
Yikes.
Oof.
7 with fear.
11 with fear.
Wow.
Well, I got 18 with fear. 18 with fear.
Gentlemen, okay. Well, they rolled pretty poorly as well, but not as poor as some of you, my goodness. They seem to be keeping step with you guys. But one of them seems to like run out of air. Like they're just completely gassed, completely done at this moment in time. They're kind of stopped the chase, not because you guys legitimately outrun them, but because you outgassed them essentially. Like they just been running for too long and they are done running up and down these streets. And one of them, like, they try to gain a little bit of face by like, that's right, you keep going. We don't want to see you over by the El Conte del Forno again, all right?
Exactly.
Come to the nightcap, we'll buy you a round. See you later.
Oh, I love
The
that.
food isn't even that great. Just the cringiest response.
Yeah, your crostadas suck. Oh, just kidding. I don't say that.
Your crostadas suck.
I don't want to be seen in public bad mouthing their business.
I know, right? Gosh.
I do hear that they're actually just like the sweetest people inside.
Can we just stop talking about it? Listen, guys, next time that happens, just let me handle it. I'm really good at talking, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about those guys. My father will handle them.
I just can't respect someone that has to have 6 people helping them.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, you're right. Look how small I am. They're just trying to outnumber us. Look at them. They're just bullies. I'm worried about
Darren,
losers.
what a hook.
What a
Did
hook.
you,
That was crazy.
I just.
I didn't know you had it in you.
I usually don't, but when it comes to my friends, like I'm very loyal. I kind of get way too angry there, and I didn't want to fight. Oh, it's
You
okay.
didn't pull that knife, man. I think you would have cut his head off.
I thought about it a time or two, but it's okay now.
Look, I missed all the action.
Yeah, I
He's
can.
helping me out, though.
Yeah, he knocked out the big guy.
Dang, nice.
Just a cold clock to the back of the head.
Can we go to the nightcap? I need to find I need to see if Nicholas has like an ice pack or something. Like I got knocked too. Starts rubbing his forehead a little bit.
Yeah, Mr. Nicholas is a sweet guy. I'm sure he can help you out.
All right, so you guys head to the nightcap, and the nightcap is you already hear a bunch of people in there. Like you all even missed the bells. Like while this was happening, the bells were ringing, all of that. Totally missed it. Too focused in on what's going on, and you see everybody pretty much congregating there. Looks like a lot of the usual people anyways. You've got one person that kind of runs out of there. Hey, let him know that Fritz is telling stories again. He's going to be starting up in a little bit. Come on. And one of the dudes runs off like, it's right, I'll go get him. There's no band tonight anyway. So, and seems to be heading over to the winery. So, heading in, and it's done in it's kind of done in that traditional style of what's the word I'm looking for here? It's kind of got like a German-esque sort of feel to like the structure here. And it's not necessarily connected, but it's right next to Casa Merlara and where the main inn is at there. And so you have, Madonna Merlara there. That one in particular, that's where the main one is at. And it's right next to the nightcap. And basically, yeah, like the windows are open. They've got pretty much everybody seemingly in there right now. And there's the main hearth that's kind of going, but it's more like coals. It's not like a full-on roaring fire. Everyone's getting their drinks, getting food. Nicholas is behind the counter, just starting to serve these drinks. And he's like, "Hey, boys, come on in."
Hi, Nicholas.
Hey, how you guys
Mr.
doing?
Nicholas,
Hey,
a
Nick.
bit sweaty and
Nicholas.
tired.
You look like it. Look,
Yeah.
go around back, clean yourselves up, come back, get what you need, and then get ready because my father's gonna start telling stories here in a little bit, I'm sure. So if you want to stick
You
around
gotta-
for that.
You got a faucet back there?
What? No, it's a trough. Like it's got water. Just go clean yourselves up. Jesus.
Okay.
Eric,
I go to
your
the back
son.
and clean myself
Get
up.
your son, Eric. And you see Eric kind of rise up a little bit, like he just stands in the crowd.
Hey, Dad.
When you're done back there, come see me.
Yes, sir.
Hey boys, how you doing?
You're gonna have to
Hey.
doing good,
Thanks,
Mr.
Eric.
Eric. Saw you over at the bakery.
Yeah, saw you too.
Yeah, we'll talk later. I gotta go clean up.
Yeah, go clean up. Your hair's a mess.
That's why I don't have any.
All right. I go back to the trough and I just kind of do like a whole like dunk and
Yeah,
kind of soak myself.
you can only get so clean, but yeah,
Yeah.
You're able to at least get a lot of the sweat off of you. You know,
Take the shirt off a little bit, give it a few like,
yeah,
you know.
a little bit of the blood that got on the face a little bit from one of the moves that you pulled. So you know, just get some of that off of there.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta
While
go.
we're at the trough.
What's that?
I was gonna say while we're at the trough, we'll talk to Darren a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, we don't want to make it awkward, so if you can talk to your father for me, I'll promise I'll be quiet. But if you don't address it, I'm gonna have to say something.
Listen,
I know
Hubbard,
he's gonna be mad at you, but
I'm definitely in deep shit right now. He's always upset. I will talk to him.
you stick up for me, I stick up for you. If you don't, forget about it. All right.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, not all of us have such an open dialogue with our fathers.
You know my father. You definitely don't want him getting involved. All right.
No, I don't. I'll talk to him. I swear. Just let me go take what he's about to come to me, and then I'll talk to him about it. Okay? I promise. You're my friend. I stick up for you. You stick up for me.
All right. I'm just
If he says
don't say
anything
something I
about the
will.
fight, tell him not to tell Eckhart, please.
Okay, I'll tell him not to tell that card.
Listen, my dad already knows about it, so I don't care about the fight. Just let's, the bakery. Come on,
Oh, your dad's gonna be
we're all
pissed.
family, and you're treating me like we're not.
I'm treating you like family. Do you see
Why
this?
you letting your dad go to the other place, man? Come on, nothing.
I didn't let him. He doesn't listen to me. I listen to him. He's my father. I'll talk to him.
He started all this, all right?
He did kind of start all
He
this.
kind of did start all of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I walk back in, and I just head straight to Eric.
Okay.